Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of Align with the Divine. Today, inshallah, we're going to explore Juz 17, specifically Surah Anbiya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم كل نفس ذائقة الموت ونبلوكم بالشر والخير فتنة وإلينا ترجعون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in translation, every soul, every self will taste death. And indeed, we will test you with good and bad both as a trial, and unto us you will return. There's so much to unpack in this ayah. It wouldn't be fair for me to say I can unpack everything, so we'll focus on a few things here. Firstly, I want to focus on the point about nafs. What nafs actually means here is your self, your being, your soul. Living in a world which focuses heavily on the material being, the body, the eyes, the limbs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here is basically saying, He's drawing a picture to say that your body and your limbs and everything about your outer look is just merely a car that is being driven by a driver, and the driver is the nafs. So your body will remain here, your body will be buried, but your nafs is actually what gives you life, because nafs has a connection in the Arabic language with the word nafas or tanaffus, which means to breathe. Once the nafs goes, then the nafas stops, the tanaffus stops, the breathing goes. Why is that the case? Is because the driver behind the car, i.e. the body, was actually the nafs. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not talking about the body here. He's talking about the inner self, the soul, the conscience, the thing that drives human beings. So it's not talking about the body here. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to. And then over here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Now, the English translation says that every soul shall taste death. This is actually not it's not a precise translation. I'll explain why. The word in the Arabic language here is dha'iqa. Dha'iqa isn't a verb. It's actually the person that does the action. Dha'iqa, the taster of death. Now, why is that very powerful? Is because it makes the action, or it makes the transition or phase of death very, very personal. Very personal. Each person will be their own taster. Each soul will be their own taster of death. What do I want to bring from this example? You know, human beings, when they taste things, they need to taste it for themselves. You can observe someone eating, like on YouTube, or you can hear that someone said, this restaurant has, for example, the best lamb ribs. Or you may even smell food and think, wow, like that smells really nice. But in order for you to truly experience that experience or that food, you need to be the taster. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. Every soul is going to be the taster of death. Taste is very personal. That's the first thing. Taste is very, very personal. It's to yourself. Only you can appreciate the taste of something when it's landed on your tongue and your taste buds. Only then can you again give a review or your opinion. So that's number one. Number two, regarding taste, is very, very subjective. It's super subjective. I'll give you an example. When I was young, I couldn't understand people's obsession with mayonnaise. I couldn't get it. Mayonnaise on chips, mayonnaise in burgers, mayonnaise with like pasta, mayonnaise with lasagna. I just couldn't understand. I actually didn't like it. I don't know what happened, at what stage in life I actually loved mayonnaise. I started to love mayonnaise. So on top of my chips, it would be ketchup and mayonnaise. With pizza, I had to have mayonnaise. What's the point I'm trying to make here? That for some people, things taste nice. For other people, things don't taste nice. But it's possible that the thing that doesn't taste nice can actually taste nice. What's the example I'm trying to give here? Death will be a subjective experience for every single nafs that has lived. Death can be a very horrible, bitter, ugly, nasty experience where you just want it to end, you just want to swallow the whole experience, or death could actually be an experience where you don't want that taste to end. You've tasted it. You are the taster now. You've observed it. You're looking around you and you look all the things that you read in the Qur'an about how angels will come and surround you and tell you that we were your friends in Surah Fussilat in 25th juz. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا في الآخرة. You know, we were your friends in dunya and al-akhirah. And you have anything you desire from this moment onwards. You do not want that taste to end because it's subjective. But what was it subjective on? The next part of the ayah. وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً. We are going to test you with good and bad as a trial. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that you have death, but the thing that will make that death a sweet taste and experience is the test of this dunya. So test, when you endure it, good and bad, then it equals to, inshallah, a sweet taste. So if you endure test, you'll have a sweet taste, inshallah. And the last point I wanted to make about good and bad, you know, when we live in a world where the metrics are just all one-sided and all biased. So some people think that when they have money or cars or ease or, you know, bountiful and abundant blessings, they think, yeah, like Allah loves me and I'm safe. You don't know if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you just because He's blessed. Yeah, they're blessings, but you don't know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means for you by giving you those things. It could, and that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here. That's a test. What are you doing with that wealth? What are you doing with that abundant time? Like Walid ibn Mughira in Surah Muddathir, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying all the favors He bestowed upon him, the time, the money, the amount of children He gave him. So living in a world where the American dream exists, where someone's like, I have a lot of money, then we get a sports car and a big house, they think that's success. La, it's not success. It's a test. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. The same with the person who can't afford their bills, or they struggle to pay for things, or, you know, they're thinking between heating and eating. That's also a test. It's a testing time. It's testing not because the Western world has told you poverty is bad. It's testing because Allah told you there's test in good and bad. So it's very important to recalibrate those metrics so that we don't get affected by what we deem to be bad and what we deem to be good. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and then after this test, you'll come to us. So you have the test, you have the taste, and you've returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I wanted to keep it brief, dear viewers, inshallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this. All good was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and any bad was from myself. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to enjoy the test of this dunya so that the taste of the akhirah is sweet, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.